If you are on any sort of social media, be ready for criticism, be ready for backlash, be ready for reaction videos. Is I stopped worrying about what people think about me. I don't care.
Luwali.
Last year and the year before was very constructive. Managed to get 3 product lines, get into business, supply to companies, and get my own bespoke product, which I designed, produced, and currently sell, as well as keeping a day job, looking after 4 kids, keeping my husband happy. I implemented these things in my life to keep focused, to achieve my goals, to achieve my aims, and to level up. If you want to find out how I do that, and this year is looking more exciting, the tips that helped me and I think will help you, keep watching. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lua and I'm a content creator based in the UK. If this is the first time that you've come across this space, you're highly welcome. And for all potential subscribers who've not pressed that red button, consider doing it. Is free of charge. The first thing that I did is I stopped making unnecessary calls. Any calls that were not constructive, that did not have any end results, I completely stopped making them. I kept all my calls to not only constructive calls, even calls that were constructive, I just spent less time on the phone. Because being on the phone, I realized, did not only give me a headache, it kept me away from being more productive, lead to me achieving my goals. The next thing that I cut off completely were friends who did not have the same motivation, the same drive, and the same push that I had. Find it hard as I get older to associate myself with people who have not got the same drive and ambition like myself. I find it quite inhibiting. I find it quite negative. I think that you need to be in sync. We need to complement each other and we need to encourage each other. So I stuck with friends who had my interests at heart, people who I thought I could learn something from, who I admired where they were going to, and who I wanted to be like. I don't want to be considered the king because I was one-eyed in a country of the blind. I wanted to be with people who motivated me. So I cut my circle of friends to the bare minimum. Another thing that I did last year and then I plan to do this year is I actually stopped talking about people. AKA gossip. Oh my god, we all women, most of us. In fact, guys, before I go ahead, how you sing my hair? I just realized that I'm always covered in wigs, covering my natural, lovely afro hair. I'm just loving it today. That's it. Check it out. Check it out. All mine, all mine. Yes, thank you. Let's carry on. Sorry, I got distracted. I was just looking and I thought, oh, I like what I see. Anyway, what I stopped doing was talking about others. I stopped making those phone calls where it's basically a gossip call. And when you concentrate on yourself and not on others, you see tangible results. So another tip that would really help, just think about the amount of time we spend on idle gossip. You can gossip sometimes, but just think about how long and what you could do with that time. It's valuable. You're wasting it. Point number 4, really important, is I decided to act quietly. I stopped announcing my plans. I just thought you'll see it when it happens. That is the best way to move. Move in silence. Stop announcing all these big plans you have till you've achieved them. As people will be less likely to discourage you, to make you put you under unnecessary pressure. And then if you're under pressure, you might just want to do things to dance to the gallery. I stopped doing that. I acted in silence. They only saw the results at the end. The next one is I stopped being a crowd pleaser, a people's pleaser. You know, I used to be one of those people who always try to be politically correct, try to fit in that box, did not want to be out of line, always felt about what people will think. The day I stopped caring, I could open a YouTube channel as part of my achievements last year. Despite starting a business, creating 2 products, supplying office products to companies and opening my own supply chain company and keeping a day job, because I stopped being a people and a crowd pleaser. I did not care about people who did not care about me. I stopped wanting to conform to what people wanted to hear, and that's why my personality on YouTube, for example, is important, that I don't lose my original drive. I'm going to just digress a little bit here. I've done a few sit-down videos recently. I think one of them has been a very controversial video because I shared my opinion. Please, this is a general video. If you are on social media, be ready for criticism. Be ready for backlash. Be ready for reaction videos. Make a mistake, you step out of line. I have an opinion. It's a free platform. As long as you're not bullying, you're not intimidating, and you're not being a menace to the society, we have a voice. And if you guys want me to conform to the norms, then I will get out of YouTube. But if I have to be myself, then let me be myself. So I learned to stop being a people's pleaser and know what I want. But despite that, I'm learning this year to be more forgiving. I'm learning to let go of anger, because that anger doesn't lead to anything positive at the end. Another thing that I'm planning to do, what I did last year, was I did not just say things, because I have all these plans. You have plans to travel the world. You have plans to take over the world, to change jobs. I actually started implementing. I stopped talking and started acting. I just started writing and putting short-term dates. That always helps. Another thing that I stopped doing is I stopped worrying about what people think about me. Putting it nicely, I don't care about what people think about me. It's about what I want for myself, where I see myself heading to, and the people who actually I care about, and it's a very small number. That's it. 5 or 6 people tops. When you stop caring about what the next person thinks, then you live your best life. You'll go for what you want. You would not be scared to fail. And that's something that I had, and I did not realize that I was always scared to fail. What people were going to think. Would they think I'm over ambitious? Would they think I'm doing too much? That's part of being a people's pleaser. I started being more assertive. I know now what I want in life, and I go for it. I'm not on the fence. Sitting on the fence is a very, very lazy excuse. It just doesn't make you stand out. So I learned to stop sitting on the fence, being more assertive, and knowing what I want. And again, the last but not the least is I have learned the power of the tongue. When I want something, I think about it, I meditate about it, and I tend to act it in my mind, and it comes into fruition. My life is a testimony of that. I hope that you've enjoyed this video today. It's just a short, a few points that I put together, and I thought that would be beneficial to anybody viewing if you're thinking how to achieve, just how I think I've managed to stay sane, having 4 kids, carrying on with my business day to day, looking after my family, trying to keep fit, having a YouTube channel, having a day job, and just balancing things. I have implemented these rules, and honestly, it's worked for me. I hope it does for you. Share your thoughts. If I've missed something out, tell me what you think. And if you've liked this video, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Thank you very much.